My overall opinion on the show, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I was worried when they first announced the show because I was like, how's this going to fit into canon? Is it going to work? Like, how, what? You know what I mean? And I think they pulled it off. I think they did pull it off, and I think they did a pretty good job of it all. Like, I was pleased by the end. I was like, whew, it worked for me. And I like the whole idea of he's a broken man and he has to get back to being a Jedi again and find out what it is to be a Jedi again. I thought that was good. Thoughts on Vader's mask split in the duel. I was not expecting it when Obi-Wan leaped onto that rock, jumped, and then slashed the helmet. And that scene, the dialogue between them, wicked. I thought that was so cool. Like, I thought it was one of the best things. And just seeing his face and also hearing Hayden's voice and James Earl Jones's voice, like, while the dialogue was being said, I thought it was great. Do you think Obi could really Darth? Do you mean really beat Darth? Oh, a 1v1. I think Obi-Wan is always going to win. To be honest, the one time we've seen him lose, he didn't even lose. He just sacrificed himself. Worst and best parts of the show. I'd have to say, go to the Inquisitor Fortress. Is it called Fortress Inquisitorius or Inquisitorius Fortress? That was probably the worst part of the show, but I don't think it was that bad. In fact, I changed my mind. The worst part of the show was Flea and those other criminals chasing after Leia in the woods. That was pretty badly done. I didn't like how they did that. I thought it was corny. And best part of the show, the Obi-Wan Vader showdown, because that's what we're all waiting for. And my God, was it a good one? Technically, he lost in the second or third episode when he got burned. True. Yeah, you are right there. Technically. But that fight never really finished, though, did it? Because it got interrupted. But yeah, I guess you could say it was he kind of lost in that fight. They're talking about a potential season 2. I don't want it. I like the ending. What about you? I like the ending. Force Ghost Qui-Gon was the icing on the cake. It was so good. Just seeing the ghost that and appearing and then having over Master Qui-Gon. It took you long enough. I was just like, wicked. I absolutely loved it. Season 2, in terms of season 2, in terms of that, if they have the right story, do it. If they don't have the right story, leave it. But take your time. You know what I mean? I don't want it like coming out next year or something like that. I want them to take their time. And, you know, if it's 3, 4, 5 years, cool. But you've got to have the right kind of story. Do I think there'll be a season 2? Considering the reception, I think there's been a good reception to the show. Some people would say otherwise. Some people think there's been a bad reception to the show and it's not done well. I think there might be, because also Hayden and Ewan have both said that they are interested in a season 2. And I think if they're interested, then Lucasfilm is like, well, I guess we've got to do it because obviously the people want this, they want to do it. So, but they have to come up with the right story. I'm always going to say they're going to have to come up with the right story. I'd like a season 2, Obi and Qui-Gon training. Yeah, I'd love to see like just Force Ghost training and how you prepare for that and bloody what you do and blah. I just want to see all of that. All of that stuff would be so cool to me. What do you think happened to Mace Windu? You know what? Considering that Darth Maul got chopped in half and somehow survives, I came to terms with that because I went, well, he's an alien. Maybe his species can survive without their bottom half. You know what I mean? So Mace Windu, you know, out the window. Like, we didn't see him die. And Jedi jump. Samuel L. Jackson's right. Jedis jump high heights and fall from high heights all the time and use the Force to land softly. So he could have landed on a speeder and went into hiding. It's not impossible. A lot of people don't know Qui-Gon learned how to be a ghost before A New Hope. How can I not know that when like episode 3, Yoda literally says to him, oh, I've got a message. I had a message from your old master. Like, I can tell you how to, you know what I mean? That was why we were looking forward to seeing Ghost Qui-Gon, because of episode 3 and the way Yoda mentioned it. Like, and obviously Obi-Wan after a while, Inquisitors was like, oh crap, I actually I can't do this. It's better not to be a Jedi and all that kind of stuff. And then seeing him come back and then seeing that connection, it was wicked. But I don't know how people forgot that from like episode 3. Oh, you want a Quinlan Vos series? I mean, just the fact that, you know, he was in the comics. We saw him in Clone Wars. He had a mention in episode 3, and to have him mentioned here in Obi-Wan, yeah, that was really cool. That was dope. I did like that. It would be cool to see some of these characters who have been in other forms of media make it to live action. I think it would be cool to see Quinlan Vos. Do I think Plo will return in Ahsoka? I don't know. We saw him get shot down, right, in Order 66, right? He got shot down. I'm pretty sure. I was pretty certain he was dead. So, or unless it's Force Ghost, then yeah. But I was pretty like when I just saw him get shot down, I was just like, he's a gunner. Then he's out of here. The whole Reva thing just didn't even need to be involved. It's weird because I see why Reva did what she did, and as to why she worked with the enemy essentially, so she could get close enough to then do the dirty. Do I think it needed to be there? No, if I was writing the show, it would never have been there. But I guess there needed to be that thing of someone turning the other cheek and realizing what they were doing was actually wrong because it wasn't really them. I guess that's what she was there for. Is it me, or does anyone want to see a yellow lightsaber in live action? Well, we've seen that one, which was Rey's. Quinlan Vos made a cameo in episode 1, Phantom Menace on Tatooine. See, I heard about that. I've heard two things. I've heard that it was him, but I've also heard that it actually isn't him. So I don't know as to what to make of that. I feel like Reva is overused in Obi-Wan. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not. I need to see the show again. I'd like to go through it again. I'm not, like I said, I'm not mad at the character, but I do think there needed to be a bit more. And I mean, it was cool to see it get schooled. That was cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it just needed to be a bit more for me. Right, I think they need to cancel the Reva show. No one wants it. Focus on shows people want. See, I don't know how true this is about Reva having a show, but I think if she's going to be in a show, she should be part of like an ensemble. I don't think she should be the main character. I think she should be like part of a show, for example. You want to sit down and watch it again. She had a good arc, I thought. Yeah, her arc had a beginning, middle, and end. I feel like her arc is done, Reva's arc. The dialogue between Vader and Obi-Wan during the duel was really impactful. It was absolutely perfect. I did not expect them to provide more context for the Vader killed Anakin stuff. You know what I mean? The certain point of view line. You know, his lie to Luke. I didn't expect them to provide kind of more. I thought it was just something Obi-Wan came up with saying, look, you know what I mean? Being smart. But yeah, Vader literally says, I killed Anakin. And that's why he says it to Luke. And I thought that was cool. I was like, my God. Do you think we might see something with Qui-Gon soon with Liam Neeson appearing, or just a cameo? Wasn't there an article a few months ago with Liam Neeson said he would like to do more Star Wars stuff? I would, like I said, if there's doing a Obi-Wan season 2, I would love to see more Qui-Gon Ghost. And I wouldn't mind a flashback or two, you know, do a bit of CGI in the old face, make it a bit young on Ewan McGregor and Liam Neeson, and show something like them before Phantom Menace. I think that would be wicked. Like, I would love that. Do you prefer Ewan McGregor or Alec Guinness? I like them both. Yeah, I mean, my favourite episode of Obi-Wan would be the last episode. That's my favourite. But getting there, I did enjoy the journey, seeing Obi-Wan as the broken Jedi and all that. You know, the fact that he didn't even want to necessarily do it and help Bail, and then it just was like, I may as well. And then getting the lightsabers out of the dirt that he'd buried, I thought that was dope as well. You know what was dope, which I really enjoyed? Jedi Tomb. The Jedi Tomb in the fortress. I thought that was an absolutely brilliant moment. Seeing there was that one Jedi I can't remember the name of, who was in Clone Wars. He was that old guy who did a few missions with Ahsoka on Coruscant and all that when she lost her lightsaber. Seeing him frozen, wicked, like just loads of them just all there, and that was a great moment in the show that I wasn't expecting. And again, considering it happened in one of the supposedly like worst episodes, I can't believe more people weren't talking about it. Let's talk about young Leia. When they showed young Leia, and I was like, Princess Leia's in this as a youngling, as a child. Like, what? I was worried. I was so worried. And when she got kidnapped and it was like Obi-Wan going to save her, again, I was really worried. I was like, does this break canon? Does it? And then as the show went on, I was like, okay, I kind of like this, but I'm still kind of worried as to how it all fits. And I'm glad it actually does fit. And I'm glad, he did the old keep it a secret. Because it means that when her reaction, when Luke says Ben Kenobi, I'm here with Ben Kenobi. Ben Kenobi, where is he? It makes sense that she reacts like that, so big. And I knew that was not Grand Inquisitor's death. Yes, when the Grand Inquisitor died, I was like, no, they can't, because that would break canon. I was like, he's in a Bacta tank somewhere. And then when he showed up and it's like, no, I'm alive. I was just like, yeah, I knew you were. Thank you for showing up finally. And you know what I loved? Owen and Beru Lars taking up arms. That was wicked. When Owen was like, yo, let's go, let's bounce. And Beru's like, no, we stay, we fight. I was like, yo, Beru out here fighting, getting the blasters from secret places. You know what I mean? She's a fighter. I would not have expected that. Not only does she do the best blue milk, she can also handle a blaster. You know what I mean? That was awesome. Yeah, Beru was a girl boss in that episode. Yeah, man, totally. And it makes me think that when the Empire came to try and get R2-D2 from the Lars homestead, they might have popped off shots. Yeah, the Empire. You know what I mean? Thinking that they were there for Luke. And yeah, they might have done that, and maybe that's why they were all burned. So yeah, that's the end of the stream, guys. Yeah, follow me on all things, and I hope to see you on the next stream. Thanks for subscribing to the channel and all that, interacting with my videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.